Trish Stratus is set on proving that she can still hang in a squared circle, that she can hang with the very best. But in terms of making a bit of a comeback to see if you can still hang with the current generation, how wise is it to pick literally the best of the best? We're talking about Charlotte Flair here. A woman who's won the women's championship more than 10 times. I would say this is a match of the past and the present. But for Trish Stratus, she looks anything but the past. And the opportunities that have come from women like Trish Stratus, who were able to pave the way for stars like Charlotte Flair. Oh, what a Thez press. And so far, we're still seeing a little bit that Stratus has still got it. And the thing about it is, Stratus hasn't been a regular competitor inside the ring in 13 years. Oh, Trish breaks free. And the eyes of Charlotte, there's a bit of shock. Perhaps Charlotte was thinking there was going to be a lot more ring rust than she is seeing from Trish Stratus right now. Trish Stratus is just talk about incredible inside the ring. Being able to do it all, from having duties as a mother to being able to train on the side as well and look this impressive in the ring with Charlotte. Absolutely impressive. But you can't really expect anything less. This is Trish Stratus we are talking about. And taking down Charlotte here in Toronto. It's all home territory for Stratus. Oh, and she tried to get Charlotte back in the ring, but gets dropped on her face on the steel steps. And checking for blood. But just like that, Charlotte Flair able to turn things around. And this is what you got to worry about now if you're Trish Stratus. Charlotte is so ruthless in the ring. I mean, this sport is literally in her blood. And when you carry a name like Flair, there comes a lot of stress with it. But Charlotte has truly made herself doing everything she can to do everything her own way. And Charlotte is bringing out that mean streak. And it comes out when she realizes she has to rise to the occasion. And Charlotte, oh, what a shot to the midsection of Trish Stratus, who's really starting to look worse for wear. And this is that pace that Charlotte was looking for. She loves a slow and methodical pace. As much as, she's had her issues with her father, she surely loves working the same pace as he did in his days. Of course, I'm talking about the legendary Hall of Famer, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. But right now, we're seeing that the physical specimen and the superiority that we're seeing of Charlotte Flair over Trish over Trish Stratus that Charlotte Flair has. And you gotta wonder, for Trish Stratus, where do you take yourself when you realize you're in such deep trouble like this? How do you change your strategy around to turn it into your favor? And look at the way Charlotte Flair launched Stratus across the ring. And now mocking Stratus. And the Queen mocking Stratus, that signature point in the sky. And going after the neck. Using the ropes for leverage. Charlotte is enjoying every bit of this. That's why she's taking her time. She enjoys this kind of pain. That is inflicting this kind of pain on her opponents. But you can't say Trish Stratus didn't ask for this. Trish Stratus wanted this match, as I mentioned earlier. Oh, look at the counter by Stratus. Nice counter by Stratus. But was that all she had to offer in terms of a response to Charlotte Flair? Because Charlotte Flair is right back on the attack. Meanwhile, that knee pad of Flair comes down, driving the knee into the back of the head of Stratus. Flair. It's like Flair knows to go slow. Mocking, toying with Trish Stratus. Trying to egg her on at this point. Oh, and a takedown. Stratus now battling out of the corner, going after Charlotte. Could this be the opportunity that she needs? And the Hall of Famer looking to bring the heat. And a massive boot. And falls down is Trish Stratus. Massive boot. And the fighting spirit is there in Stratus. But as much as she's fighting to stay alive, how much is she fighting to thrive? Because we haven't really seen Trish Stratus truly thrive in this match. For the majority of the match, it's really been all Charlotte Flair. And that can be tough when you're positioned like this. You wanted to come back and prove yourself. But as much as she's hanging in there, should she have just kept the boots hung up? Should she have left the house today? Meanwhile, Charlotte just driving Stratus into the mat. And you heard Charlotte say, you want more. Charlotte, if she can get the victory over Stratus, not only would she be the queen, but she would be the queen of every era. The past, the present, the future. One for the moonsault, but nobody home. Trish Stratus still showing signs of life. One thing you can never do is count out Stratus. Face first, planning Flair into the mat. And using everything that she's got left in the tank, bringing it all into play. Cannot afford to leave anything left in the tank. If you've got it, use it before you lose it. Because if Charlotte Flair breaks down Trish Stratus anymore, It's not going to look good for Stratus in the end. Stratus has Flair. And now taking it to Charlotte. Charlotte gets the boot up, though. Oh, look at this by Stratus. But Charlotte counters. But Stratus able to counter as she works or uses that core strength to pull herself up. As these two trade blows. Look at this. Uh-oh. No. This is not good. And the counter! Stratus! And tried to put away Charlotte, but Charlotte able to kick out. And it was Stratus who thought she had Charlotte right where she wanted her, but there was still signs of life left in the Queen. The Queen was countered. Talk about a game of chess. The Queen is being taken to the stratosphere. Oh, went for the chick kick, but got out of the way. Big boot. Nails Stratus. Oh! Stratus almost completely knocked out by that big boot. And Charlotte once again showing that disbelief in her face. Charlotte perhaps wondering what it's going to take to keep down Trish Stratus. And Charlotte perhaps looking to close this one out. She goes to work on the leg. This is how you know Charlotte is getting ready for the near future. That figure 4 to figure 8. Wait. Counter into the cover. But a kick out by Charlotte. Rolls through. Oh. How ironic is this? And the figure 4 locked in by Trish Stratus on Charlotte. Can you imagine if Charlotte tapped out to the figure 4? How ironic would this be? Right now, Charlotte in a world of hurt and quite the trouble, caught in the center of the ring. And now looking to turn it into the figure 8. Look at this. Just digging it in even deeper. Charlotte may be left with no choice but to tap. Trish Stratus. But Stratus couldn't hold it forever, and Charlotte was able to make it to the bottom rope. But how much damage has been done to the knee of Charlotte at this point? Charlotte, who spent a significant amount of time caught in that figure 4 and then into the figure 8. And a kick to the knee of Stratus to counter. What a match we are witnessing between these two superstars. This is truly the best of the best this industry has to offer. Trish Stratus is truly showing that she hasn't lost a step. Stratus faction. And it's been hit. Will it be? But Flair somehow survives. Charlotte Flair somehow sticking with this. Can you imagine? The crowd would have absolutely blown the roof off of this place here in Toronto had Stratus pulled this victory over Charlotte Flair. And the This Is Awesome chants are more than justified with the fight that these two have put on. And now they're going tit for tat. They're on their knees, giving it everything they've got. And it's the battle for greatness. In their respective eras, they are considered the greatest. Oh, blocked that big boot this time. And a chick kick nails Charlotte. And no, Charlotte stays alive. You gotta wonder, how much more can either of these women take? What's it gonna take for Stratus to get the upper hand to put down Charlotte away? What's it gonna take if Charlotte can get back in this? Charlotte, who is not willing to go down that easy. Oh, and a massive boot. Could be the clutch that Charlotte needed. And here it is. The figure 4 leg lock is locked in. And now, in the center of the ring, in no woman's land, now Charlotte Flair has it locked in. And the figure 8 is locked in. That's got it. And with no choice, Trish Stratus has tapped out. Despite Charlotte's victory over Trish Stratus, you cannot take away anything from Trish Stratus. But there's one thing we can add to the queen, and that is she is the queen of all eras. The past, the present, and the future belong to this woman, and her name is Charlotte Flair. There is only up from here for the queen. Let's get another look at some of the highlights of this match. That Hurricane Rana Frankensteiner. And thought that was it for Charlotte. Then here would be a Stratusfaction, but not enough for the 3 count satisfaction. And very few superstars have ever kicked out from that. But this is where things turn around. It was that big boot at the end. Charlotte Flair, and then the figure 8. It just became too much. And Trish Stratus had no choice but to tap out. And Charlotte once again gets to ride the victory train. Unfortunately for Trish Stratus, she wasn't able to get the job done. And unfortunately, her efforts may not have won her the match, but it continues to win the hearts of the fans. And showing that she can still hang inside the squared circle.